This is East Idaho Newsmakers with Nate Eaton.
Thanks for being with us today. We are joined in our studio. Here with us is Lance Pekus. You may have seen him on America's Ninja Warrior. He's called the Cowboy Ninja. Local boy living in Salmon.
Correct, yep.
Thanks for coming in, Lance. Tell us how your journey to America's Ninja Warrior got started.
It's kind of a cool story, just one of those, couch to competitor type of deals. I saw it about 7-8 years ago. Back then it was on a cable network show that hardly anyone ever heard of or seen. Mm-hmm. And I just thought it was cool, something fun, something intriguing, and I was looking for something athletically to kind of keep me motivated to, keep working out. I'm a very goal-oriented person, and seeing something like that was something I felt like I could do and do well at. So just kind of went from the couch and threw in an application and started having success, and they started bringing me back year after year, and just been having fun with it.
So is it one of those things that you make a video to apply, or you fill it out and the casting director calls you? How does the process work?
Yeah, so qualifying rounds are normally in the springtime, and you got to send an application, January, February is normally the deadlines for them. And yeah, you got to make a little video, kind of show your athletic ability. They want athletic people because it's a pretty physically demanding course. So yeah, you got to kind of show your athletic ability. And then they like storylines, it being on NBC now, and then like a lot of viewership. They like cool background stories and interesting stories going on with your life. So I like to show a lot of things on the ranch. And then of course my family and kids and stuff like that, and of course beautiful Idaho.
Yeah, tell us your story. Not a lot of people from eastern Idaho make it to Hollywood and are invited back year after year.
Yeah, no, it's a cool story. Definitely, the show brings a lot of contestants from all over the country, but most of them tend to be from more urban areas or cities and stuff. A lot of them, either do parkour or rock climbing, or ex-Olympic athletes or stuntmen living in Hollywood. So it's kind of cool to challenge myself and go and compete against these pretty high-level athletes. And living in Salmon, I don't have much to train on. I've built a lot of stuff around the ranch, especially when I started about 7 years ago. I did get the technique right for a lot of obstacles. It was like, oh, well, I better build that to make sure I get. Now I kind of do a lot more impromptu stuff. I still kind of like look around and kind of jump around the ranch and do physical stuff. But it's been a cool journey, and it's been fun to get invited back year after year, and basically get this platform to kind of show people that no matter where you're living, where you're from, if you really want to do something, there's nothing to really stop you. It's only yourself stopping you from achieving your goals.
Have you always been athletic?
Yeah, I've always dabbled in a lot of athletic stuff, but I felt like I never really found that one thing that I was like really good at. Mm-hmm. I was just kind of so-so at a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
I wrestled in high school and college, but I still felt so-so. I played a lot of other background sports and stuff like that. But definitely American Ninja Warrior and kind of just short course, obstacle course racing kind of clicked with me. It was something that it was my kind of something I was good at.
So what's the training process for this show like?
It's definitely pretty grueling. A lot of it's upper body, but it tests you all around. You can't just train your upper body and then forget everything else, because there's a lot of balance stuff, and there's a lot of hand-eye coordination stuff. So if you just focus too much on one thing, it's going to slip you up somewhere else. So you got to be a super well-rounded athlete and train a lot of different stuff. And I try to make it fun. The cool thing about obstacles is that it's very easy to see progress. Mm-hmm. You go and try an obstacle that's really hard and you can't complete it, or you can only get so far on it, and you work, you train, you do some other stuff, and you come back to that obstacle and suddenly you can complete that obstacle, or you can get a lot further than you did the time before. It's very easy to see progress, and that's very encouraging when you're doing a type of physical workout like that.
Now, do you ranch full time? Is that your job?
It's not. It's my father-in-law's ranch up in Salmon. I used to be a kind of guess full time. I have my own herd of myself that I run with him, and I'm building my own herd, and hopefully maybe one day I could.
So one day you want to have your own ranch and live on the farm?
Yeah. Currently, right now, between my wife is the high school counselor in Salmon, actually, so she's very involved with the kids there, and then I do some seasonal work with the Forest Service as well. So I pick up some work there. But I'm pretty much on the ranch full time in the winter.
So do you fight fires? Is that what you do? Or?
I used to.
Okay.
I started doing some research tech work for the Forest Service. So I did trail work and fires, and I used to pack in supplies into fire crews that needed it and trail crews that needed stuff. So that was kind of a cool summer job, especially going through college.
Yeah.
And then right now I kind of found a good job, running around the forest and collecting tree and vegetation data for them.
Oh, that's cool.
And it's very flexible schedule, so I work a good long period and then I have a good long period off. So my father-in-law makes sure to have some good work set aside for one of my days off, like putting up hay and moving cows on the range and stuff like that. So
yeah, what do you do to stay in shape off season? I mean, when you're not gearing up for a television show.
That's a good question. So I've technically filmed all I'm gonna film or compete this season.
You're done for the season.
I'm done for the season, so this is kind of my off season right now. And it's hard when you're not full on training. Starting in January till I compete, I'm definitely training pretty hard, trying to get in all the technique and strength that I can, and upper body endurance. So right now I'm just trying to be active, live healthy, and it's easy running around the forest and being on the ranch and moving cows and working cows and stuff. So it's very easy to be active and not be sedentary. So that's cool. And then I try to eat healthy too. I really try to encourage, especially kids, to be active and eat healthy and eat a well-rounded diet.
So what's a traditional day like of what you eat? Breakfast, lunch, and dinner?
It varies throughout the day. Or throughout the the year, what's going on or what we have. We have chickens on the ranch, so we always have fresh eggs and stuff like that. My little girl, I always encourage her to help me cook because when the kids get in and cook and make a mess, they really enjoy eating it. So
sure, yeah.
She helps me cook eggs or whatever in the morning, or for in a hurry, maybe some oatmeal with some nuts and stuff in there. Throughout the day, I'm a big snacker. I like fruits and veggies and nuts, some beef jerky and stuff like that. And then, try to have a, decent, lunch, or sometimes I'm moving around so much I just snack the whole time. And then we try to have a good sit-down dinner together as a family and kind of sit down as a family. So whatever we're cooking throughout the day, we'll throw something in the crock pot or something on the smoker grill or something like that. And then make sure we have some, good fresh vegetables and stuff, salads or something with it. And
some beef.
Beef, of course. Yeah.
Tell us about your interaction with the beef. Beef council, is that what?
Yeah, so living and working on a cow-calf cattle operation, beef is important to my family and to me. So having kind of the national spotlight on me for a few years now, Idaho, the state beef council, kind of reached out to help promote a healthy lifestyle and help promote beef. A part of that, because beef is a good source of protein. And it provides a lot of essential nutrients. A lot of people are lacking protein and iron and zinc and stuff like that. So incorporating beef in with a lot of fruits and vegetables and stuff like that can be a really good healthy diet. So it's been cool working with them. And then I've done a few other stuff for some other state beef councils. And then I actually started working with the National Beef Council, and we did actually a national campaign this year, kind of to show physical strength along with a good healthy diet.
So. Oh, nice. So do you find when you've gone on this show in the years past that you get a lot of female admirers, I guess male admirers too, that you get admirers after you appear?
I guess I kind of bring that on myself sometimes. Yeah. I tend to. Especially in qualifying rounds, I tend to wear jeans, and then I take my shirt off sometime throughout running the course. And
which I think a lot of the guys on that show do, right?
Yes. Yeah. It's very common for people to take their shirts off and run with their shirts off. So, it's been fun, and it's been exciting trying to just kind of see what you can do physically.
But you're active on social media too, aren't you? On Instagram and Facebook?
Yeah. So people can follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. It's at Lance Pekus, just my name. You can also Google Cowboy Ninja and find me there. And it's been cool there because Ninja Warrior has given me a platform where I can post on social media and I can interact with fans and stuff like that, which has been cool. And I can show people what it's like living in Idaho, especially Eastern Idaho, and show what people like, working and living on a ranch. And, there's a lot of misconceptions about ranching and, the production of meat. And that I try to clarify that as much as I can. The fact that a lot of people complain about the amount of land use that cows take up to produce it, and what people don't realize is we got a lot of public land that is rangeland that can't be irrigated or used for anything else. And so even though it takes a lot of land, a lot of that's unusable land for anything else, and the cows are really good about getting the nutrition off that land. So trying to just clarify some misconceptions out there is always kind of cool. So
you can do that through social media and reach everybody in the world that way.
Yep.
How do you handle the admirers on Facebook? Obviously, you're married.
It's different. It definitely was a shock at first, and I was really slow getting to social media. I was kind of like dragging my feet into it for a little bit, and wasn't quite sure if I wanted to even do it. But then it's been great in the long run. We came out last year on the season. My wife actually got diagnosed with MS, multiple sclerosis. So we were debating whether to even let people know about that. But overall, it's been great. It's been great being able to raise awareness for that disease and letting people know that even though you can have problems like that, you can fight it and like show people, try to encourage people. So that's what I've been liking about social media, is that you can really get your whatever you're promoting out there, and people can interact, and you can interact with them. So.
And she's young, your wife.
Yeah.
How's she doing?
She's doing okay. She's down. She has to use a walker to get around. She's definitely like stiff and hard to get around. But and she wasn't responding to a lot of traditional medicines, especially for the MS medicines they were putting her on. But we've been trying a lot of stuff with her diet and messing with stuff. And then a doctor because of the show reached out to us actually out of Pocatello. And he's been doing a lot of kind of experimental treatments on her, and living on some IV nutritional treatments and some neurotherapy. And she feels like it's been helping internally. So we're kind of hoping some physical stuff will follow. But it's been cool, the amount of support we've gotten from people all over the country as well.
We wish her all the best. How does she handle this? I guess she's used to it. It's been a few years now.
I've competed. This was my 7th season on the show. Can't believe it's been that long, and I've qualified for the national finals 5 different years, and I've had fairly good success in the national finals. So we've grown. The show was so small, and it's grown, and we've kind of grown with the show. So we've been able to grow with it. We weren't just kind of thrown into it. So it's been kind of cool that way. But she enjoys it, and she's been very encouraging. She's been my #1 supporter. So. It's always great to have her there cheering for me.
And you have a daughter. Do you have any other kids?
Yeah, I have 2 kids. So I have a 5-year-old girl and a 3-year-old little boy.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Now, what's next for you? What's the next big thing in your life?
Honestly, I don't know. I've been doing a lot of this stuff, help promoting the beef councils and doing stuff like that. I've done a lot of gym openings around the country, and actually I've done a couple of international gym openings for trampoline parks. Are starting to put in like little Ninja Warrior sections in the side, so it's been cool doing appearances and stuff like that, and helping them encourage kids to get active and stuff. But right now, I just kind of I'm enjoying being a dad, enjoying living in Salmon, and we're just kind of taking opportunities when they come. And I plan on I have so much fun competing on American Ninja Warrior that I plan on keep on doing it as long as I'm physically able. So enjoying myself.
We all have a lot of people here cheering you on and going for it. What would you say to the person watching that maybe is sitting on the couch that says, I want to do what he does? Because you were on the couch.
Yeah. I definitely encourage anybody out there that wants to if they want to compete on American Ninja Warrior, I say go for it. There's a lot of gyms popping up all over the country now that you can really go up and check out. I'm not sure if there's any in Eastern Idaho going on right now. Yeah. I know Boise's got a few, Salt Lake and Ogden, they've got a few, and I wouldn't be surprised if one's coming here eventually. So, but even if you don't have a gym, I didn't have a gym, so just do what you can and train with what you got, and just kind of go for it. You never know what you can do unless you give it a try. And I think a lot of people think that they're afraid of failure, and that keeps them from doing what they want to do. And I go on TV and I fail on national TV every year.
With your shirt off.
With my shirt off. I fall in the water and get wet every year. But a lot of people don't see that as a failure because I've accomplished this, or even just getting on TV. People encourage me. So don't look at it as a failure. Look at it as a learning opportunity and how to maybe come back the next year and become stronger. And you can take that to anything you're doing in life and any goals that you want to set for yourself.
Very good. Lance Pekus, he is the Cowboy Ninja. You can follow him on social media. You can cheer him on at the next season of not America's Got Talent, America's Ninja Warrior. You could go on America's Got Talent, maybe. You have a hidden talent.
Find some specific talent for
Sing
myself.
or dance or something. Thank you very much for talking with us, and thank you for watching. Have a good week.